It's really weird to see people who's got in shape and built a good physique, but yet they still get no attention from girls or from women. And I'm saying this is really weird, especially to me, because that changed my whole journey and my whole trajectory of how I viewed myself at that time when I was able to build a good physique and slowly improve and slowly improve. And it's changed my whole life on a real sense. And I just want to go over why the body game isn't working for you at this moment, because a lot of times it's to do with you and your fault in a sense. Because the thing is, and this is the thing you got to understand with women, is a lot of times they are not going to come out to you. A lot of times they are not going to come up to you. They're not going to speak to you. They may be attracted to you or your physique or your body. Most times they won't come up to you, but they will smile at you, give you some signs, look at you, look at you. They may give you quite a few signs, but you have to pick up on them signs. Especially when you're in shape or whatever, you have to pick up on them signs because they expect you to be quite confident. And if you don't pick up on these signs, you're just letting chances go, chances go, chances go. And I've let a lot of chances go like this, where I would have had it in the bag with girls who've made it obvious, just looking at me, smiling, smiling, whatever. But I don't do it. I don't do it because I'm too nervous, and naturally I'm more introverted. So I'm more on the mindset sometimes of, no, I don't need it, I'm fine. So I won't go over and talk to them. But that's a big reason why a lot of you ain't getting results. You're not actually applying yourself to seeing someone and speaking to them. You're not getting in conversations with girls. Like I've had this past week, I've had quite a few different conversations where the attraction's been there. And they've even said it a little bit. And that's just me going up to them and talking to them in certain circumstances, in different circumstances. If I didn't go up to them, if I didn't speak to them, I wouldn't have got that attraction, or I wouldn't have got how they were acting around me and me obviously knowing and they've been attracted to me. And that's a big thing. A lot of you don't want to do that, of course, because there's a lot of nervous energy surrounding that, because it is quite nerve-wracking sometimes when you haven't done it as much. But the reality is a rejection doesn't matter that much. So if you're in shape and you go up to it and you get turned down, it doesn't matter that much. It really doesn't. And I was chatting to a guy the other day and we were speaking about that. Speaking about that mindset, he's telling me he goes up to a lot of girls. He's in good shape. He's an attractive guy. And he said in the past he's gone up to a lot. And he would just keep going and keep going, and he'd be getting a lot of attention. And me, naturally, I didn't go up to as many as I should. In a sense, I didn't go as many as opportunities that I should. I don't shoot enough because I'm naturally more to myself, and I don't need something necessarily right now, in a sense, even though I have stuff going on, but I don't need a real thing right now unless it's the right girl. I also want you lot to think, how are you portraying yourself as well? So how are you portraying yourself in your body? How are you portraying yourself? If a person sees you right now, you're in good shape or whatever, how's your posture looking? How is your posture? Is it a bit bad? Are you crooked? Are you looking down? Are you quite to yourself? Are you not looking confident? Because your body language plays a part as well. Are you not showing your best self? Are you not looking actually confident in wherever you are, the situation you're in, where they are? Because that can play a big part. Let's say, for example, you see a girl over there and she looks back at you and she sees your posture down like this, or like introverted to yourself, like looking down like on your phone like this. What's she gonna do? She's not gonna go over to you. You look like a creep. You could have the best body in the world, but she ain't gonna look at you twice because of your posture. But if you were more up, looking a bit more confident, it might make a big difference, and it will make a big difference. And this was an extreme example, don't get me wrong, but it will make a big difference when you have good posture, good body language. It makes a difference. Confident body language. It makes a difference when she looks over at you. It makes a massive difference when she looks over at you, because otherwise, if you have the alternative, you are going to be in a bad position. She's not going to look twice at you. But if you walk with full confidence, head held high, you're going to be in a different position, man. She's going to like that, and she's going to think he's confident, and then she'll be giving you signs, and then you kind of have to go over then, or you could smile at her or whatever, and if she smiles back, go over, speak to her. Just ask her anything. Ask her anything. A lot of guys overcomplicate it in a sense, but sometimes you ask them anything. Like I had it the other day where I asked this girl a random question and she was extremely attracted to me. Extremely attracted to me. I'm not going to tell you how she made it obvious, but she did make it obvious, heavy. And that was very easy. And I just asked a random question. Because at the end of the day, sometimes they just want you to go over and speak to them, and then you can build a conversation off of that. A lot of guys are getting it a bit mixed up nowadays. They think that the women should come out to them. And you do get that sometimes on body game, building a good physique. You do get that, but it's more so in a more nightclub scenario, more degenerate scenario. You get that. You don't get that in like everyday life, like just roaming about. You rarely get that. Like here or there, I've had that, but nothing too crazy. nothing too crazy, but I'm not the best looking guy ever as well. But in regards to my physique, I got a decent physique, especially better than most average people. So I do have a little bit sometimes where they do come over here or there, but not often, not often at all. And you just got to understand that you've got to portray that confidence. You've got to lead the interaction. If she's a feminine girl, she wants you to lead the interaction. And you can't blame her for that. She wants you to lead. She wants you to go over and speak to her, show your confidence. She wants you to go over there, like actually interact with her. She don't want you to literally be shied off into yourself, because it shows character if you go up and talk to her. It shows character, it shows guts, it shows a bit of determination in a sense. Alongside your physique, that shows a lot of determination on yourself and on your goals and you in a confidence sense. So you can't blame her for wanting you to go over at the end of the day. And I know a lot of these girls get a lot of attention, so you think, oh, she should come over to me. It's never really like that. You got to make it obvious and go over to her. And just bust a convo, man. Just bust a convo about anything. You don't have to be so direct. You don't have to have lines that are 100% written down. Just go over and just see how the interaction is. You don't have to come in with a massive game plan, because then you'll be thinking and you'll be in your head. You won't actually be in the interaction. You got to be in the interaction. And another thing I found as well is, are you in the right environments? You could have the greatest shape, the greatest body, the best physique, but if you're not in the right environments, if you are not being seen by people, how do you expect to get any attraction? That's like having a Ferrari and just keeping it in a garage. You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to get any interaction? How are you going to even show yourself off? And you could even do that on dating apps or whatever. I don't use dating apps, but some of you, if you want to use them, show your body off, show your physique off. That'll get you more results. In real life, if you're going out, let's say once or twice a month with your friends, which is not bad at all to blow off some steam. If you were out in environments and you're in shape, you will get a lot of attraction if you're there and you're being seen, and you get a lot of eyes, and then you can actually practice. If you're not in a place where you're being seen and you just go gym, home, if you just go gym, home, work, gym, home, work, you're not going to get anything, are you really? You're not going to. So if you're not in a place where you're being seen, for example, a nightclub or a bar or whatever, and people shit on that, but if you need experience, go to them places. Go to them places for a bit. You don't even have to drink. Go to them places. Have a good time. If you're in shape, you will naturally get a lot of attention. You will have eyes. You will have girls dancing on you or whatever, and then it's easy. And then you might build that bit of confidence. And then once you've got that bit of confidence, you may be able to go over and speak to girls. And you may be able to go over and actually have interactions with them. That's what you got to think. It's all learning steps in a sense and building it up. But if you've got an amazing physique and you are not being seen by women, you're obviously not going to get any women. It's simple. It's very simple like that. That's the simplest point ever, I know. But if you are literally hiding and you're not being seen by people, how would you expect to get anything? They're not seeing you. They didn't know how your body is. They didn't know how your physique is. They didn't know how you are as a person until you're in front of them. That's what you got to think, man. That's what you got to think. You really got to think that. You got to think that if I am not showing my body off, showing my physique off, just by wearing some nice fitted clothes, you are going to get no attraction. A lot of guys think it just comes to them. They just think they don't really have to try and it'll come to them. It doesn't nowadays, man. It doesn't, unless you're like really, really attractive. Like we're talking like 9 out of 10 attractiveness, which is very rare. It's not going to come to you as easy. What you got to do is you got to put yourself in areas where women are. Where do they go? A lot of them go out with their friends for drinks. Go to a place like that. If you're not out and about, you're not going to find anything. That's the reality of it. Let's say, for example, dating apps. If you're on a dating app and you want to find a girl on a dating app, you're not going to, are you? Unless you're on that app. This is the way you got to think. And what I've said in this video so far is confidence, body language, and getting out. Getting out. Confidence, body language, and getting out. 3 simple steps. I know, 3 simple steps. But if you apply all these 3 things, you will be in a much better position. Taking risks. Taking risks. When you see a girl, why don't you just have a conversation with her? If you really want this experience, if you really are struggling, why didn't you just go over and ask her a simple question? Say you're in the gym. What time does this gym close? What are you training today? Something simple. Let's say you're in a sauna. Let's say, do you come here often? I've used that one a few times, but it went all right. These interactions went all right. Say, did you go for a swim before this? Have you tried the steam room? How do you find it? Or whatever. You just find questions, man. Oh, it's the hot tub call today. And then you just build up a convo. Oh, do you come here a lot? How often do you come here? Oh, what, do you train a lot? Oh, what's your name? You just got to build a conversation more time. And that's what I found. If a girl's attracted to you and you build a convo with them, a lot of times it's quite easy to get a number. If you are not going out in places, if you are not being seen, you're going to get zero attraction. That's the reality of this stuff. You got to need confidence. You got to show a confident demeanor. Your body language got to be good, and you got to be seen. You got to have that ability to go over and talk to, initiate something. It doesn't just come to you anymore. It doesn't just come to you. That's going to be a true message in this video. If you want to build your dream physique and make a version of yourself that you're proud of, shoot me an email at reallouis23@gmail.com. Thank you.